7 warning signs of stroke. 1 month before it happens. Stroke, a devastating medical emergency, claims a significant number of lives worldwide each year. In the United States, it stands as a leading cause of mortality and disability, imposing substantial burdens on individuals, families, and healthcare systems alike. But what if I told you there's a chance to unmask this danger before it strikes? What if I revealed to you the secret signs that could forewarn of an impending stroke? While conventional wisdom may suggest that stroke strikes suddenly and without warning, emerging research highlights the potential for certain subtle symptoms to manifest in the weeks leading up to a stroke event. By recognizing and addressing these warning signs proactively, individuals may have the opportunity to intervene before irreversible damage occurs, potentially preventing or mitigating the severity of a stroke. In the following discussion, we will delve into the top 10 warning signs of stroke that may manifest 1 month before an acute event. So let's dive in. Number 1, high blood pressure. High blood pressure, also known as hypertension, stands as a major risk factor for stroke, exerting a pervasive influence on vascular health and increasing the likelihood of adverse cardiovascular events. This connection arises from the physiological impact of elevated blood pressure on the delicate architecture of the circulatory system, particularly the blood vessels supplying the brain. At its core, high blood pressure exerts damaging effects on the arterial walls, leading to structural changes that compromise their integrity and function. Prolonged exposure to elevated pressure levels can precipitate the development of atherosclerosis, a condition characterized by the buildup of fatty deposits and plaque within the arteries. As these deposits accumulate, they narrow the arterial lumen, impeding the smooth flow of blood and oxygen to vital organs, such as the brain. The consequences of this impaired blood flow extend beyond mere ischemia, triggering a cascade of events that culminate in stroke. When blood pressure remains persistently high, the arterial walls become weakened and susceptible to rupture, leading to the formation of blood clots or hemorrhagic strokes. Managing hypertension is paramount in reducing the risk of stroke and safeguarding overall cardiovascular health. By controlling blood pressure levels through lifestyle modifications and, when necessary, medical interventions, individuals can mitigate the detrimental effects of hypertension on the circulatory system. Number 2, fatigue. Emerging research suggests that persistent fatigue may signal underlying physiological disturbances, including disruptions in cerebral blood flow that predispose individuals to stroke. One of the primary culprits contributing to fatigue is a lack of adequate sleep. Sleep deprivation not only impairs cognitive function and mood, but also disrupts hormonal balance and metabolic processes, increasing the risk of hypertension and other cardiovascular risk factors. Chronic sleep disturbances, such as insomnia or sleep apnea, further exacerbate this risk, fostering a fertile environment for stroke to occur. Stress, another pervasive factor in modern life, exacts a toll on both mental and physical well-being, contributing to fatigue through various mechanisms. The physiological stress response, characterized by the release of stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, triggers widespread changes in the body, including heightened blood pressure and altered immune function. Over time, chronic stress can lead to systemic inflammation, endothelial dysfunction, and dysregulation of the autonomic nervous system, all of which increase the susceptibility to stroke. Moreover, poor dietary habits, such as diets poor in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, compromises cellular function and impairs energy metabolism, exacerbating feelings of fatigue and lethargy. Number 3, vision problems. They can serve as valuable indicators of disrupted blood flow to the brain, providing critical insights into the integrity of the neurological and vascular systems. The intricate network of blood vessels supplying the eyes and optic nerve reflects the broader vascular architecture of the brain, making the eyes a window into the cardiovascular health of the individual. Any impairment in blood flow to the ocular structures can therefore signal potential disturbances in cerebral circulation, including those predisposing to stroke. Central to this relationship is the concept of neurovascular coupling, whereby changes in cerebral blood flow are tightly regulated to meet the metabolic demands of brain tissue. Disruptions in this delicate balance, whether due to arterial stenosis, embolism, or hemorrhage, can manifest as alterations in visual perception, reflecting underlying pathophysiological processes. Common vision problems associated with disrupted blood flow to the brain include blurred vision, double vision, and loss of vision. Given the potential implications of vision problems for overall health and well-being, regular eye exams are essential for early detection and intervention. By prioritizing routine eye care and promptly addressing any changes in vision, individuals can proactively manage their vascular risk factors and reduce the likelihood of stroke and other adverse cardiovascular events. Number 4. Sudden severe headaches. While headaches are a common ailment experienced by many individuals, the abrupt onset and intensity of certain headaches merit heightened attention due to their association with cerebrovascular events. Central to understanding the significance of sudden severe headaches is the concept of headache as a symptom of vascular dysfunction within the brain. In the context of stroke, headaches may arise secondary to various pathological processes, including cerebral ischemia, hemorrhage, or vascular malformations. Disruption of blood flow within the intracranial vasculature can trigger pain-sensitive structures, leading to the characteristic throbbing or pulsating quality of vascular headaches. Despite the diverse etiologies underlying sudden, severe headaches, it is crucial to approach any new or unusual headache with caution and seek prompt medical evaluation. Given the potential overlap in symptoms between benign and serious causes, such as stroke, accurate diagnosis and appropriate management are paramount. Number 5. Numbness or weakness in limbs. Numbness or weakness in the face, arms, or legs serves as a critical warning sign of stroke, indicating potential disruption of blood flow to the brain and subsequent neurological impairment. The association between numbness or weakness in limbs and stroke lies in their shared pathophysiological mechanisms, particularly those involving vascular compromise and neuronal injury. In the context of stroke, these symptoms typically arise from ischemic or hemorrhagic events, affecting the cerebral cortex, subcortical structures, or peripheral nervous system. Ischemic strokes caused by arterial occlusion or stenosis deprive affected brain regions of oxygen and nutrients, leading to neuronal dysfunction and loss of function. Hemorrhagic strokes, characterized by bleeding into brain tissue or the subarachnoid space, exert direct pressure on surrounding neural structures, resulting in impairment of motor and sensory pathways. Number 6. Difficulty speaking. Difficulty speaking, also known as dysphagia or aphasia, arises from dysfunction within the dominant hemisphere of the brain, typically the left hemisphere in right-handed individuals, where language processing and production are predominantly localized. Consequently, any insult to these specialized regions, whether ischemic or hemorrhagic, can result in varying degrees of speech impairment. Common manifestations of difficulty speaking encompass a spectrum of symptoms reflecting the complexity of language processing and production. Stuttering, characterized by disruptions in the smooth flow of speech resulting in repeated or prolonged sounds, syllables, or words. Slurring of speech, also known as dysarthria, manifests as imprecise articulation and altered vocal quality, often resembling drunkenness or intoxication. Word-finding difficulties, or anomia, involve the inability to recall or retrieve specific words or phrases, despite intact comprehension and overall language abilities. Number 7. Loss of balance. The association between loss of balance and stroke arises from the shared anatomical substrates underlying both phenomena, particularly within the cerebellum, brainstem, and associated white matter tracts. Ischemic or hemorrhagic strokes affecting these regions can disrupt the neural circuits responsible for coordinating muscle movements, modulating postural adjustments, and integrating sensory feedback, resulting in gait disturbances and loss of balance. Given the potential seriousness of persistent balance issues, medical evaluation is imperative to identify and address underlying causes, including stroke. In conclusion, time is of the essence when it comes to stroke. Every minute counts, and swift action can make all the difference in preserving brain function and enhancing outcomes. Share this video with your loved ones, friends, and colleagues to spread awareness and empower others to take proactive steps in protecting themselves against stroke. Thank you for watching, and remember, your health is worth prioritizing.